I'm Dawn.
I'm Gary.
And we are the Disney Grown-Ups. And we have been tagged by Georgie at Normal Girl Vlogging, whose link I will put down below in the description, for a Disneyland Paris Never Have I Ever tag. So there's actually 40 questions. So we think that as we waffle on quite a lot, we are going to do this over 2 videos, I think. So 20 questions a video we think will be quite good. So the first question is, all these are never have I ever, so I'm not going to say that at the beginning of each one because you'll get bored with me. So the first one is, visited Disneyland Paris?
Yes.
We have done that quite a lot. We first went, and I was just trying to work it out, but we first went in 2011 because that was the first year that we couldn't go to Walt Disney World, and we went with our daughters, and that was our first visit to Disneyland Paris. We have now held annual passes for, we went sort of virtually once a year, didn't we, for the first 2 or 3 years. Well, I say once a year, I mean we, one visit, not one day. And then after that, you know what I mean.
I don't.
But I mean, like, we went for a visit, so we might have gone 2 or 3 times to the actual park, but it was in the one vacation.
Oh, right.
Do you see what I mean?
Is that what you mean?
You know what I mean, don't you? Anyway, but since then, since we've had annual passes, which we can't even remember how many years we've had them now, 4 or 5 years maybe? It's going on a while now. We have been a lot. The glory of having an annual pass is that you can try and pop over there whenever you can. So, that's the joy of an annual pass, is that you can make that excuse to go back. So we have been to Disneyland Paris a lot. How many times?
No idea.
No. 3 or 4 a year.
Well,
for the last few years.
Every
and
year.
then, no, for the last few years we have.
Yeah, we managed to go
We have.
Yeah.
For the last few years, we've probably done it at least 3 or 4 times a year.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, we've certainly got our money's worth out of them.
Yeah, so that's, yes, we have visited. Right, stayed at the Disneyland Hotel or another on-site hotel? No, never stayed at the Disneyland Hotel. Would like to. Gary thinks it's a bit pretentious, not worth the money. I'd like to try it.
I'm not sure really. Yes, obviously. It probably is the best location for, for a park.
That's why I'd like to stay there.
But it's like crazy amounts of money.
Yeah. But sure we have stayed at, with our daughters, we've stayed at Davy Crockett's ranch, which was really nice.
Yeah, that was nice.
You do need a car to get from there to the park. It's only about a 10. Yeah, Gary used to get lost every day.
You might need a compass to find your way out because there's a lot of tall trees, so you can't see anything other than trees.
Yeah, no,
which isn't a bad thing.
It's really, really lovely there. So yes, we stayed at Davy Crockett's ranch, and I would go back there, in an instant.
Yeah,
I loved it there. The only downside was, as I say, you had to have the car, but literally it's like 10 minutes door to door.
Yeah, it's really close. It's just not. I don't know,
you can't walk it.
No, you probably could. Yeah.
You've also got Village Nature or Nature Village, I never get it the right way around, right next door to Davy Crockett's ranch now, so that's also an advantage. But yeah, I'd stay there. And the other place is our home from home, which is the Sequoia Lodge Hotel, which we love there, and we've stayed there quite a few times. Yeah, really like Sequoia Lodge. Lovely location, really family sort of atmosphere in there. Staff were always really friendly.
It's always got a really nice atmosphere. It's always quite busy as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Would like to try Newport Bay. Would like to try the Cheyenne. Maybe the Marvel one when it opens. But yeah, they're the ones we stayed at. Number 3, wore Disney clothes to work. Well, I don't go out to work anymore. I probably have worn Disney clothes in the past when I've gone to work, because my wardrobe is probably 90% made up of Disney clothes. In fact, sometimes I look in there and think I need to get some normal clothes. But have you worn Disney clothes to work?
No. No, never.
No. Okay. Rode both mountains at Disneyland Paris?
Yes.
You have? Yeah. No.
One of them lots and one of them once.
You've done Big Thunder Mountain lots, haven't you? Because you love it.
Loads of times.
Space Mountain once and won't do it again.
Not unless someone pays me a lot of cash. I did feel a bit sick when I came off of that.
Yeah.
To be honest, but,
no, Space Mountain I haven't. And as you probably all know, yes, I've done Big Thunder. Didn't enjoy it. Screamed a lot. I'll put the link to that one down below if you like.
I think it was space, hyperspace. That was that's another one of those ones. A lot of it was in the dark, so you don't really know. I like to anticipate things, and you can't in the dark. You haven't got a clue what's coming next. So
yeah, apparently that's something Gary's told me, that I need to go on Big Thunder Mountain and keep my eyes open, and then I won't be so frightened.
That's right, but it doesn't matter if you keep them open on the hyperspace because you can't see anything anyway. So
right,
so that was yes.
Number 5. Have you had your birthday at Disneyland Paris?
Yes.
I haven't at Disneyland Paris. I have been lucky enough to have mine twice at Walt Disney World. Mine's just before Christmas. Not been there for my actual birthday, Disneyland Paris, but we have been to Disneyland Paris for Gary's, his big 60th.
Yeah, it might have been.
And I'll put the link.
The question wasn't what number was it. The question was, have you been there for your birthday? So I have been there for a birthday.
Yeah, his 60th. I'll put the link down below to that playlist if you fancy going and checking out what we got up to for Gary's birthday at Disneyland Paris. So, yes. Number 6. Watch the Disney Channel whilst at Disneyland Paris. Well, we've often got the television on in the background, and it's usually on. So yes, the answer to that one is yeah.
Normally before we go out, while we're getting ready, and normally when we come back.
Yeah, you've always got the Disney Channel on at some point, and some kind of
asleep.
Disney thing. Number 7, ate a Mickey waffle. Yes.
I'm not sure actually.
I don't know if you have. I think you might have had a waffle, but not a Mickey waffle. Yeah. You've had a waffle.
Well,
you've had one by the windmill.
Yeah.
But
you
yes,
waffle quite a lot.
I do waffle, yeah. So do you sometimes, dear. Moving swiftly on.
I don't know the answer to that, I'm not sure.
Your answer is no, my answer is yes. You've not had a Mickey waffle.
No, I don't ever remember.
No. Right, number 8. Road, Slinky Dog and RC Racer. Well, Slinky Dog in Disneyland Paris is one that I will go on because it's the Slinky Dog zigzag spin, and that's quite nice. It's not Slinky Dog Dash, which obviously is a roller coaster in Walt Disney World. So yes, I've done Slinky Dog. RC Racer, no. No,
I've not done
no.
No, I've not done that one.
So you've done Dash.
Yeah,
and not Dash, Spin. Ooh.
Spin, yeah, I've done the Spin. But the RC Racer. Yeah, I've done one. I suppose I probably could do it at one point. I've done something very similar to it many years ago.
Oh, what, the boat thing at Chessington?
Yeah, it's a very
same like a galleon
same
ship
sort of thing, but a boat that almost felt like it was going to fall out. So I can't imagine it being a lot different to that. So I don't know, maybe one day.
Yeah, no, I haven't done that.
Someone sponsors me enough to do it.
Played golf at Disneyland Paris. Well, do you know what? I know a few people have said this. Golf at Disneyland Paris.
Well,
we've
actually,
been there.
What, a golf course?
We have been there. No,
what mini golf or an actual golf course?
It's the mini golf. It's the Disney mini golf. It's Disney golf, basically, like they've got in Florida. But do you know what?
Seen it.
No, exactly, and I think that's what everybody says. Do you know I haven't even got down to looking it up? But all the times we've been there, which is
someone out there must know. You can let us know.
Loads of times we've been there. No, we've never done that, and I couldn't tell you if my life depended on it where it is. So that's one we need to investigate. Right, number 10. Rode the train around Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, I mean,
lots of times, but not for a while, because it's been it basically was being sort of refurbed and done and everything for about 2 years. It kept getting extended, didn't it?
Yeah.
And it was due to reopen, and then the pandemic hit. So we're hoping when we finally get to go back, it'll be open again, because it is nice to sit on the train.
Nice. I mean, that's almost like Paris version of the People Mover.
Well, they've got a train in Disney, haven't they?
But they haven't got a People Mover at Paris.
No, but it's nice because you get to see all of the park as you go round, and
if you're feeling a bit
just nice to sit down.
You feel a bit knackered. It's quite a nice way of going from one place.
It's a very pretty train as well.
Going from one place to another without walking.
Yeah, it's a very pretty train. It's got all stained glass bits and sort of Tiffany lamp type things.
It is a really nice train, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. So yes, we have.
And you do get to see a bit more of the park actually, because you see a lot of the bits behind the rides that you wouldn't normally see if you was just walking through the park.
So number 11 is eaten a character meal at Disneyland Paris. Yes, we've done quite a few. Many years ago, when we went with the girls, and we took one of the girls' friends as well, we went to Chef Mickey in Disney Village, and we did a character meal there.
Oh, I remember that. Fish and chips.
You had fish and chips,
Yeah,
did you?
Very nice.
I had a pasta. Anyway, and we have done Inventions quite a few times. Love that. We've done the Plaza Gardens breakfast, which is a character breakfast.
Yeah. Been there during the day as well, like dinner things.
Yeah. So.
Done.
Yeah. So we've done a few character meals there. Really enjoy them. So yeah. Right. Next one is been to a Halloween or Christmas soiree at Disneyland Paris. We haven't actually been to one of the soirees, which is kind of like the after-hour shows, a bit like the Mickey's Not So Scary and the Mickey's Very Merry, on a different scale. We haven't actually been to them, but we have actually been to Disneyland Paris for Halloween and for Christmas season. So we've experienced all the Halloween special menus and decorations and various parades and things, and also at Christmas we've been for a few Christmas seasons, haven't we?
Yep.
And done that. So I just wondered what Gary's just started jogging up and down with his leg. He's got backache.
No, I don't need a wee.
I hope not. Number 13, wore Mickey ears or Mickey hats? I think this answers the question without even answering it. I take any opportunity I can to put a pair of Mickey ears on, or mini ears, or whatever you want to call them, but yeah, I've always got my ears on, yeah.
No,
whenever I can.
No, just find it a bit uncomfortable actually.
Doesn't like to mess his hair up.
I don't think it's got anything to do with that. It really hasn't got anything to do with that. No, I'm not. Well, I just find them uncomfortable. I appreciate the look of them, but I don't appreciate the feel of them.
Right, number 14, played in the arcade at Disney Village. No, we don't tend to play arcade games and things, do we?
No.
So there's too much else to do. 15, sang on Pirates of the Caribbean. Who doesn't? Who doesn't join in with a bit of a yo ho, a pirate's life for me?
Yeah, especially when it's dark because nobody knows who's doing it. Apart from the person in front of you.
I mean, that's, you know, that's just like compulsory, isn't it? Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Number 16, watched a stage show in front of Sleeping Beauty's castle. Yes, we've watched several. Each different season we've been for, we've always had a show. The Christmas ones are always really good, aren't they? But yeah, we've watched loads of shows in front of the castle. They're always really good at Disneyland Paris. Number 17, watched a parade. Have to be honest, Gary's not a parade kind of guy, are you?
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan. Yeah, I don't mind watching a bit of them here and there, but
I mean,
I take advantage of the fact there's loads of people lining the route and then rush off the few rides and manage to get on.
Gary's idea of a parade is the time to get on the rides because there's less people actually going for the rides because they're all watching the parade. But I mean, that said, we've been to Disneyland Paris so many times that we have seen the parade a lot, so we don't feel that we need to sit. We could almost tell you which float comes next, kind of thing, couldn't we? Really?
Yeah,
so
probably.
we tend to use that time now to go off, and we have watched the parade several times, and I still love the dragon. That's still my favourite.
Yeah, it's probably the best bit.
But yeah, we've watched the parade, and the Christmas parade is fantastic. I do like to, if there's a seasonal parade, or a special event parade, I like to watch that.
We'll probably watch one.
Yeah.
Probably watch one per visit, but we haven't watched all of them because I was saying it's a good. If you look at
what do you mean when you say we haven't watched all of them? You mean we don't watch one every day?
No, we don't watch them every day. Yeah. We'll not watch one per visit, like period, not every day.
Yeah. So I mean, the main parade we have seen many times, and that doesn't change.
No.
So you know, as I say, we've watched that one a lot. But if there's an event on, we will watch the Christmas or Halloween or Pirates and Princesses.
Yeah, probably at least watch it once.
We'll watch that once, yeah. So
like I was saying, it's a good. If you look at the amount of people that line those routes, that's all those people that aren't queuing up for rides. That's the way I look at it. Or something to eat, maybe.
Right.
We'll go to the toilet, in fact.
18 saw a fireworks show at Disneyland Paris. Yes, I mean the show there is brilliant with all the lights. I mean there's not so many, the fireworks aren't as extravagant and elaborate as they are in Florida. They're very toned down as far as that goes, but the light show on the castle is brilliant, isn't it? That's fantastic.
Still enough, more than enough.
So we do watch that, but again we'll probably only do that once during a visit. Because we've done it so many times before, we'll probably only do it once, and then we will either use that time to get on any last minute rides that we can, because obviously it's always at the end of the evening and you can maybe grab a couple of rides quickly then.
When was that we did? Was that Paris where we were the
last people
the last two people on Pirates of the Caribbean? Literally, there was no one else on it.
And we had the whole boat to ourselves.
And all they did, a few boats behind, they stuck a cast member on there, just to make sure that we didn't jump off halfway around. So we lit up for it. That felt really weird. It was really good, but it did actually feel quite odd, the fact that we were literally the only two people on that ride the whole way round.
Yeah.
But that was obviously right near the last lock-ins as well.
The very last
sort of fireworks.
The last half hour is always a good time to, if there's a particular ride you want to get on, make a beeline for that one.
Yeah, that was good.
So, I mean, you won't get more than one in, I don't think, because of the fact that by the time you got on it and actually gone around the ride and whatever, but we usually do that. We usually leg it to whichever particular one we've decided we want to go on. And also, we like to try and get out into the village before the crowds start to kick out. So, if you are going to go somewhere to eat or drink, or you want to just go and chill out in a shop or something, just leave just before the fireworks end. Because otherwise everyone leaves at once and the village is mobbed. As soon as the fireworks kick out, the village is always mobbed, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit,
because the village is open later.
It's sort of like funneled, isn't it? Really, into there.
Yeah, and that's when people start to go in all the shops and the restaurants and whatever there as well. So yeah, so that's.
Well, we got to see the fireworks when we was at the Sakura Lodge one year actually.
Because we had a room overlooking.
We was on the top floor.
Yeah.
And apart from one tree that was sort of in the way a little bit, we actually got to see him from our room.
Yeah, that was good.
Quite nice.
Right, and finally in this section, number 20 is, have you tried DLP's version of a Dole Whip?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, you really enjoyed that, didn't you? Yeah, it doesn't taste really any different from the Florida one, I don't think.
I wouldn't have thought so, no, because it's pretty much the same thing, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, there's a kiosk. There's just one kiosk, isn't there, that sells them?
Yeah, it's right opposite it's right opposite the sandy coloured Land Rover that's always there.
Yeah, it's
near the Agrabah Cafe.
Yeah, it's sort of like in that whole little area there. You've got Aladdin's Enchanted Passage.
Yeah.
Which Gary always laughs at.
Been up there a few times.
We were. So it's not always open, but there's a little. Yeah, it's a little kiosk. It's not always open, but yeah, in the summer it's normally open.
Yeah, we normally grabbed that, and then when we walked up a little bit further and sat underneath one of those straw hut things right next to the river. Yeah. Overlooking
Adventure Isle.
Yeah, that was really
Pirates
nice,
Isle sort of thing. Yeah. So
so we have had one. It was you haven't had one though.
I had some of yours, didn't I?
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I had something else that day, but you had.
Yeah, it is nice. I like pineapple, I like ice cream, so that's quite a good mixture actually.
Yeah. Right, well, we are going to say goodbye from there. Thank you, Georgie, for tagging us in this. We will do part 2 for you next time. We just thought otherwise it's going to drag on and on and on, because you know what we like, and we like to chat, and we especially like to talk Disney. So once you get started, especially me, I don't stop. Yeah, check out Georgie's channel, that's down below, Normal Golf Vlogging. We're not going to tag anybody in this, because what we want to do is say, if you want to do this, that's great. Go ahead and do it. Tag us in it so we know you've done it and we can check out your answers.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead, have a go. See whether you've done all these things at Disneyland Paris. So until then, we will say thank you very, very much for watching. We are still continually humbled by the fact that everybody watches and supports us, and you know, now we've reached that 1,000 subs, we're kind of a bit blown away by that, really. Yes, so thank you very much for your continued support. Just remember, every day forward is a day nearer to going back to Disney and everyone getting back to their happy place. So keep going, keep on swimming, keep taking that next step forward. Be kind to each other, look after each other, and we will catch you on the second part of this. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.